Yesterday on the W Trek was one of the longest days of hiking of my life. So far, we've taken the bus from Puerto Natales, hiked to Camp Chileno, climbed to the base of Las Torres, back to Chileno, ate noodles, went back up for sunrise the next day, and then back down across this windy valley with Lake Nordenskjold on the left towards the impressive Los Guarnos until we reached our camp, Camp Frances. We ate more noodles, and now it's morning. This morning, we've got a long old walk. This is the last of the bougie campsites of the hike. Wooden decks take you from place to place with a huge, clean shower block. Every morning starts with a cheeky drip coffee, oats, and today we're preparing PB sandwiches for lunch. We even met this crazy guy who turned up without campsite reservations, wild camped, which is illegal by the way, and then got scared by hearing a puma outside his tent, so begged to stay in one of the campsites.
Hey, you got the pressure because you're on camera now.
Bags strapped on, we're heading on the road.
We've set off on our day's adventures. This is meant to be a really long day of walking. It would have been a really good idea to set off early.
But leaving late also means an empty trail for us, and it is a beautiful trail towards the glaciers. Our first stop along the route is to Camp Italiano, at the bottom middle of the W, the base of the French Valley.
We've made it to the Italian campsite, which really was not far from Frances at all, just like maybe 15 minutes.
Camp Italiano was once a simple, free campsite famous for its no-frills and muddy charm. As visitor numbers exploded, the fragile forest couldn't cope and the site was eventually closed to protect the environment. Today it survives only as a ranger station and a bag drop point. A relic of an earlier, wilder Torres del Paine. We dump our bags in the storage container with 100 other bags,
and now we are on the road down the valley.
The plan today is to hit up the two viewpoints in the valley, up to the French lookout, the English lookout, and then head back down, pick up our bags, and continue west to Paine Grande.
We're walking up a stream.
It would be so cool to see a puma. Some of these views are just epic. We're crossing like actual streams with this backdrop of this massive mountain glacier. It's pretty cool. I don't know how you would ever do this without waterproof shoes as well. We literally walked up a stream for about 10 minutes. Whoa.
The trail cuts through a thick Lenga forest with the glacial stream running beside you. The trees open up and reveal the incredible hanging French glacier spilling down from the tall peaks of the Paine Grande. As you approach, you can hear giant thunderstrike noises of glacial pieces cracking and falling into the valley below.
This is the view at the moment. We've got the giant glaciers, French glacier on this side. Behind me, the granite cliffs, the forest, the iconic cliffs on this side, and then on that side we've got this giant blue glacial lake. What an epic view. I think one of the best days of walking we've had, not just on this trip, but full stop.
Before long we reached the French lookout. Not much of a lookout, but a collection of flat rocks with an epic view of the French glacier. The benefit of coming in autumn is that the valley is much quieter. It's towards the end of the season with far fewer hikers, and the Lenga forest glows golden, creating a warm, magical contrast against the icy blue glaciers.
So we've passed now the French lookout, which was a pretty special view.
A few hours later, the valley opens to reveal the autumnal forests at the base of the valley, growing near the stream and the 180 degrees of mountains above.
All sorts of colours, yellow, red, wow.
At this point, it's really difficult to know where to look because the views really are everywhere.
The scenery has changed now from this glacier to these granite cliffs. We're still walking along the middle of the valley. We've got to walk through many a stream. Ooh, another one. There's something so nice about walking through a forest, especially when the colours are kind of orange and yellow like this. It makes you feel like you're living in a fairy tale. Like this whole scene with the huge mountains and the snow just doesn't feel real. Look at that over there as well. funny about these granite cliffs is that granite is so brittle and like flakes off. I imagine that this changes a lot and that over time the shape of this will also change because of that, which is pretty unique. Like what we're seeing now will look different soon.
And after a final steep rocky climb up, we reach the English lookout.
And it's pretty spectacular here. And I think also because of the season, we've got these really cool autumnal colours. And at the back, you've got the huge granite cliffs.
We sat on rocks and wrapped our sandwiches and gazed at the valley below. What an unbelievable view, and so different from everything we've seen so far.
One of the beauties of being at the foot of these glaciers is that you've got an endless supply of water. You can just fill up your bottle from the glacier streams, and it's really nice, cold, refreshing water as well.
So we're in the valley now, just after where we had to climb like a mountain of rocks. We have this amazing view of the panoramic view of the mountains and the orange trees.
This is what they call a cinematic shot. Epic mountain views in Patagonia, valley, autumnal feel, granite cliffs. Pretty cool. What do you say? Welcome to Patagonia.
We headed back down, retracing our steps through the forest along the glacier until we reached the Italian campsite.
We're about to collect our bags before we head on the next part of our adventures. We are pretty late, as per usual. You can tell that by how many bags are actually left here. We are now starting the 2.5-3 hour walk to Paine Grande from Italiano. And this is always the bit where you're a bit tired and you've got like a few hours to go. And you're also carrying your big bag again. I hate the big bag.
They say you experience all 4 seasons in a single day in Patagonia. And honestly, within minutes of leaving Camp Italiano, I understood exactly what they meant. One moment it's sunny and calm, and the next moment you can feel the wind starting to pick up. This stretch of trail as you head towards Lago Scotsburg is notoriously open, exposed and windy. The landscape suddenly shifts and you walk through this haunting stretch of burnt forest.
I don't really know whether it's jacket on or jacket off time, so it's kind of like woolly hat and t-shirt weather.
As we edge closer to the water, the wind really picks up and you can see it whipping the water in the lake into small tornadoes. We trudge through the wind and turn for our final view of Los Guarnos behind. The wind gets stronger and stronger, pushing against you as you walk, but soon in the distance, we see it, Paine Grande. During this hike, we've been staying in pre-erected tents, mainly because all of the huts were already booked and the tent spaces were also gone. But a week ago, I emailed the campsite and found out there was 2 spare beds only in this campsite in Paine Grande. So we managed to swap our tent for a refugio bed for the night, a night of pure luxury. We're sleeping inside.
We have finally made it to Paine Grande, which is actually more of a hotel than a refugio.
As usual, we prepped our noodles, watched the sunset and got showered. After an incredibly varied 3rd day in Patagonia, tomorrow we're up early, heading to our final stop on the highlight of it all, Camping Grey. It's time to strap on the micro spikes for a glacier hike and the final stretch. Make sure you're subscribed to catch the final episode.